Friends, unfortunately, we live in a world where people who have been accused of graping and SAing little kids, unfortunately, they have people that are in love with them that will stand by. They man. That's the kind of world that we live in. We live in a world where women are so broken and damaged, don't have any self-love or self-esteem, don't have any fight in them. So damaged and broken that they willing to just be with anybody. Even if they being accused of SAing the kid or raping the kid, they gonna stand by that nigga. That's a dangerous person. A person who will help protect a monster. A person who will help feed the appetite of a monster. That's the kind of world that we living in. We have so many cases. Naziah Harris, Kimani. We got so many cases where children had so many adults around them and they were unprotected. They were unprotected. The interesting thing about women that protect men like this, they will look at a child as the other woman. That's how fucking sick they are. They just as sick as the nigga they with. Sick will look at a child as the other woman, calling them fast, sitting them down like my family did me, telling them you too close to my man. At 11, this is the world that we living in. Women have no clue what self-love is and are willing to just be with anybody, a monster. That shit is sad and heartbreaking. Folks is willing to put their assets, their career, and all of that on the line. I know the person that's married to my pedophile is willing to put everything they got on the line because I'm coming for all of that shit. Because if you married, your assets is on the table. So yeah. For they will stand by the person that violated you, knowing in their heart that shit is true. They will remember how they met that person. They will know what that person is capable of. They will even remember certain situations where they had a gut feeling where something was wrong. They will know all of that in their mind, but still scared to eliminate that love. People who are monsters like this, they know how to manipulate stupid bitches like that. They know exactly what to say because their mama was probably one. This is all learned behavior. This is all learned behavior. That is why men that do shit like this, I'm speaking to men right now. I know women do it too, but I'm speaking about men right now. Men that do stuff like this, they consistently stay in spaces where there are people, children, where they can pick and choose who they want. And the person who raped me as a child has been working with kids his entire life, and not because he's passionate about it. It's because he was feeding his appetite. I'm just one of many. That is the sad part about the world that we live in. Like I said in another video, women who love men like this and stand by and marry and sleep with men like this, they will start daycares. They will start businesses, bringing kids around. Their significant other, the monster, will be like, let's have a slumber party. Let's have this person spending the night. Listen, and they will join in knowing that motherfucker is the monster. That's the world that we live in. Y'all have to be very, very careful. You women who are vulnerable with children, pay attention to these men and how they move with you. Listen to the questions that they ask you before you really start dating. They're asking about your children. Do you see if you have a dad that'll beat his ass? If you have brothers or cousins, that's really like that. That's on that type of energy where they know if they overstep, their ass is done. They pay attention to all of that. A man that does stuff like that, they can't be with like a woman. Like I said, they can't be with a woman like me because I peep game on all of that. They have to pick a weak bitch. They have to pick a weak bitch. And then what they do is they divide and conquer. They keep you away from anybody who believes that that man is a monster. They're going to keep that woman away from those people. Because they're going to plant seeds like, girl, you need to leave him, get away from him. He's a pedophile. It's all over the internet. Stop being with him. They want their woman to stay away from that energy because they need to hold on to them to keep them. They need somebody to support them in being a monster. They need somebody to validate that they're not a monster. They need somebody to help tell the world, see, look, he's not a monster. They need that. That is literally somebody's situation I know right now. The person who SA'd me as a child, that's their situation right now. Had to pick a weak ass bitch. Weak to the point where they're willing to come in court and lie. They will lie for the person. They'll do anything. They'll hide kids. They'll hide evidence. They'll do anything to hold on to that love. They need it because their mama didn't love them on them correctly. Their daddy didn't love on them correctly. A person who is an SA'er and gRapist, if you look at the history of them, they're actually mostly college educated. They appear to be intelligent on the outside looking in. Appear to be. Mine is literally blank man. Sound like blank man. I don't know about him, but most pedophiles, they sound and speak and live intelligently. Some of them they do really well for themselves. That's the interesting part about it. So they're able to use psychology. Most of them study psychology, which is the crazy part. If you look at the statistics, most of them study psychology, so they know how to find the perfect mate to manipulate them, to get inside their mindset, plant those seeds, water them, let them grow. So by the time a situation like somebody telling on them comes up, they already covered. They done already manipulated their partner to the point where their partner is going to believe whatever they say. That's the world that we living in. If you are a single mother, if you are struggling, if you don't have a lot of family, brothers, uncles, cousins, strong people around you to protect you, if you don't have a mama, you know what I'm saying, that loves on you correctly and will help protect you, if you are an unprotected child, I'm pretty sure you are an unprotected adult. Those are the type of women that they crave. It doesn't have anything to do with looks. And with my pedophile, clearly don't have nothing to do with looks, because Lord help me Jesus. It don't have nothing to do with looks. It has nothing to do with how smart you are, your degree. It don't have nothing to do with you being a bad bitch, or having a nice body, or none of that. Clearly, that's not the case with my pedophile. But that ain't the case with them. It's all about mindset. How can I manipulate you? How can I fucking manipulate you? How can I mastermind being able to do what I want to do and keep you? For the look, it's a good look for them to have a significant other that supports them in this shit. Y'all really need to be careful, you single moms. Be careful. If you're vulnerable, if you maybe just got a divorce or just broke up, or you know what I mean, just be careful if you are vulnerable here with your mindset, because men like that, they seek women like that. Men that do this type of shit, they seek it. Unfortunately, they need a weak soul to prey on, to help them feed their appetite so they can get away with cheating, with gRaping, with SAing, so they can get away with all of that shit. So if you feel like you are a vulnerable woman, or are you in a weak position here, don't even date. Stay the fuck away from men altogether. Because it's a wrap for the person that SA'd me. It's a wrap. His significant other, dumb, weak, pitiful, disgusting, a monster just like him. Y'all be careful, okay? It's your girl, the Mindset Mistress. Love y'all.